Friends, it is time for a birthday book unboxing. Us friends, I'm not gonna get emotional because I'm making an entire video about this, but filming this is like very nostalgic because this is the first ever video I made for my account last year when I first made it. So I even like rewore the same cardigan and everything to like match because I was really like feeling like in my feels about it. I'm gonna make a whole video about this, but you guys are incredible and this has been an amazing year and I've just loved between here and TikTok, little like corner of the internet I've carved out. Very, very tiny one. It's just like, it makes my heart so happy and I just love books and I love reading books. I like talking about them. I love that you guys like to listen. People who consistently comment, I always see you. I appreciate you guys so, so much. So, further ado, that's my birthday book haul again 1 year later. I have about 20 books or so I think here. So we're gonna get into it. As you can see, some of them already opened. These two, because I have opened these. This one was from a book fairy off TikTok and this one was from my boyfriend on my birthday and he wanted me to open them then obviously. And the rest though I haven't opened in preparation for this video. So let's get into it. Actually, first of all, the only one that's not actually boxed is when I went and bought on my birthday. That's because I need a copy of Wild Eyes that very night. I've since finished this actually and it is a 5-star read. Obsessed with it. This is the second book in the Rose Hill series. So the first one's Wild Love, this one's Wild Eyes, I think the next one's called Wild Side. This one came out on my birthday, September 3rd, so I felt like it was just my book to begin with, and then it was this 5-star and really proved itself. So this is stunning. I love how like the mountain spines go together. It's a great look. And I didn't even notice when I got it. Obviously it's not like an actual signature, but I didn't realize now like the front page is like a little letter from Elsie and she signed it, which is really cute, I think. Then the other books my boyfriend got me, he won on. He did really good because my thing is like I put books on my wish list. Not that I like forget about them, but I forget they're on my wish list. And he got me a couple off of there that I forgot I put on. The first one was The Bodyguard by Catherine Center, and this is one that I've been wanting to read for like so long. I've heard nothing but good things about her for this one. I think it was like one about strangers. It's literally called. Oh, it's right on the back here. It's called Hello Stranger. But I've heard nothing but good things about her. It's been really high on my bucket list for so long, and this is kind of like a reverse Bodyguard where she's his bodyguard. So I'm excited to read that. And then he won. If you guys know, I'm a paperback girly. I can't do hardcovers. Never will. Can't do it. So last year I've been gifted Powerless, like the UK version, off of my Amazon wish list. And it was a paperback. I totally forgot. And he got me. Let's get them out. Oh, because I write them. Powerful and Reckless in the paperback copies. I completely forgot these were on there, and I'm so happy because I know like if you get the US copies of this, it's smaller than the rest of the books. And in the UK paperbacks, they're all the same height. So I'm ecstatic about these guys. I still haven't read this one yet, and I've honestly heard mixed reviews about this one. Like I've heard it's kind of like a filler book, but I know this will make me cry. So I'm very excited to get into this and then following with this. And then this one I already opened. It was a book fairy off of TikTok. I wasn't sure who had got it for me, so I went to open it to make a video of it. And actually Haley off there, if you guys don't know, Haley is super duper sweet. She started her YouTube a little bit ago too. And me and her actually got to hang out a little bit ago. She was in my town for a hot second, so we got to see each other. We're supposed to plan another meetup, but now she's a little bit further away, so it's a bit harder. But she made When the Moon Hatched by Sarah A. Parker, and this book has been so intimidating because, do you see that size? I think it's one of those books where it makes the way the pages are printed, because it's only like it's less than 700 pages, and I have books that are like more pages than this that are smaller. You know, this almost came to Vash size. This is like redonkulous. So I'm so excited for this. I do think I will try to read it physically, but maybe I go back and forth between this and an ebook because this is gonna hurt my hands holding it for so long. All I know is that's a dragons and I think it's romantasy, and that's all I need to hear. I'm sold. The moving to the books I haven't opened yet. I'm really excited. They must be my book of the month actually, because this month, like I said, you always get like your obviously my pick for the month that I technically paid for, but then also I got my free book for my birthday. I should have brought like a pair of scissors over to open these things with. I did not think far enough ahead for this. I'm gonna start ripping this. Also, they recently changed how like book month, like how it looks, and also the bookmarks. I like the old bookmarks a lot more, I think, but it might just be me. This is gorgeous. Okay, this one I actually chose. It was a song to Drown Rivers. It was just sounded like, look how gorgeous it is, first of all. That's stunning. It's giving special edition, but for a regular cover. Inspired one of the famous 4 beauties of ancient China, A Song to Drown Rivers is an epic novel steeped in myth about womanhood, war, sacrifice, and love against all odds as the fate of 2 kingdoms hangs in a delicate balance. I love a good like historical fantasy, and I'm very excited for this one. And then this one sounded so creepy. This one I chose my free pick, and it was called Sleep Tight. And from what I remember, I think it's like the sole survivor of a serial unaliver might hold the key to stopping a new spree of murders in this propulsive horror thriller in the vein of The Black Phone and The Whisper Man. This one, I read it and I was like, put in the cart immediately. And this is the bookmark. So they're like longer and skinnier. It's just a book month. And then this side says back for more. And you can like submit. And if you submit something and they choose yours, like your name and all that stuff goes on the bottom of the bookmark. So yeah. I don't know which indigo package to start off with because these are every single book in this I think is a series. So I'm gonna kind of like open them up and kind of find where the series are and where they go. But first of all, this box looks like it's been through hell and back. Like this one was mangled. You'd think I'd have opened this. I haven't. So I'm kind of scared to see the situation going on there. So I think we should start with the big one. I don't know when you'll do that, but I think we'll start with the big one. And we're just gonna maybe do it where, you know what, series might be split up. That's how it's gonna have to be. But I'm excited. I have it right here. Last time I got an indigo package, I had a book that came like this. I think I'll focus on the spine. Like this is like all ripped off. So I'm really hoping they're all in better condition this time because I was so mad. Okay, honestly, packing looks promising. She's stuffed in there. I think I got like 13 books off indigo or something like that because what I always do for my birthday is I save my plum points all year long to get as close as I can to that top like 100 reward. Then I use my 10% off plum plus my 20% off birthday month offer to get 30% off my order, and I put how many points I have towards the order as well. So this order I think originally should have been like almost 400, it was like 380, and I paid like 140 out of pocket once like the percentage discounts came off and I used my points. But also all that too, like people give me money towards buying books, so it's not like I paid that out of pocket, you know? Okay, first series I'm seeing, let's see if it's all together. It is all together, this is gorgeous. Okay, I know I said I was gonna stop buying series before I read the first book. However, this series, the new covers are just so gorgeous. I'm not a big fan of the spines, but it's a series that I wanted to read and I kept hearing really good things about. If you guys know me, I can't do people on covers. The old covers were not doing it for me. But I grabbed the entire, I don't know what this is called. It's called the Ember in the Ashes series, 100% sure. So these are what the spines look like all together. They make like a picture. Still pretty cool, but I just like love the vibe. I dropped them. Love the vibe of the new covers. Like, that's stunning. I totally forgot about these until Sarah Crowley read this one, and I was like, oh my god, those new covers are stunning. One thing I'm not liking too off the bat though is that this spine is a little bit misaligned. So I've read on the spine, and then the picture goes a little bit over the front. But minor details. So there is an Ember in the Ashes is the red one, the first one. And then there's a Torch Against the Night. I think this one is stunning with the blue. And there's a Reaper at the Gates. Finally, a Sky Beyond the Storm. This purple color is brilliant. I love purple. The Martial Empire, defiance is met with death. Leia and her friends do not challenge the Empire. They've seen what happens to those who do. When Leia's brother is arrested for treason, she is forced to make a decision. In exchange for help from rebels who promise to rescue her brother, she'll risk her life to spy for them from within the Emperor's greatest military academy. There Leia meets Elias, the school's finest soldier, and secretly its most unwilling. He and Leia will soon realize that their destinies are intertwined and that their choices will change the fate of the Empire itself. It's giving, I'm not sure if it's fancy or not, but it's giving like dystopian, and that's the case I'm here for. I'm very, very excited for that. Gorgeous. And then you will see that I do have Scythe up here on my September TBR. I haven't read it yet, but I've heard such good things. I did decide to get the next two books because the thing too is like while I have this amazing discount, I might as well buy like any books I'm planning on buying for the next little bit, because after this, truthfully, I won't buy books probably for the next couple months unless it's one by the next author that I'm getting to add on to my collection. So I got the next two books in that Scythe series, I guess how you say it. So I got Thunderhead is the second book. I think these all look like so cool. When you put them all together, it's like gorgeous. And then The Toll. This one is definitely the thickie of the bunch. She's thick. Let's get, I know it's in this one, I think, the individual one. So we're gonna put this one next, I think. Let me in. Oh my god, oh, it's stunning. I was so back and forth in these covers of like what like version I wanted to buy, the UK or the US. And I'm still kind of torn, but I really like these ones, grow me a lot, so I'm excited about them. So if you guys don't know, I started my Brandon Sanderson journey last month, and I read Mistborn, the first book of the Final Empire, and it was like a 4.5. It was incredible. The thing is, like, I'm not sure why it wasn't a 5-star. I'm not sure if it's because just like the way I read it for like a really fast challenge, or if like, I don't know, I should get the 5-star feeling, you know. But I honestly kind of want to reread it while I go into reading all these, just so that I can annotate it, because I already know like I've been scared of annotating, and I've always said I wouldn't annotate a series unless I've already read it. However, this one I think would be really cool to annotate as I go along, because I just think it would be like cool to see my first time, and then when I get to do a read through, like either see all the things I missed or like if I ever like guessed foreshadowing and then it was ahead, be like, look at that, you know? But also I would want to annotate these after I've read them all too, to like go back and like tab and like annotate like references to the Cosmere and like ties to the Cosmere, you know? But so we have the first trilogy, which is the OG Mistborn trilogy. I found my own copies of it. I'm gonna open this up because I want to show you guys all the covers. As I said, the covers, like, I don't know, the UK ones are so sleek and they're like white with blue detailing, but my thing is I've heard they're like really not floppy. That sounds weird. And also then I feel like if all 7 of these books are like all white and blue, they're gonna look very similar, you know, on my shelf and stuff. I want them to look at least look a little bit different. These ones did grow on me the more I looked at them. The only thing that I don't like about his, like, why is it so tall? I feel like it's really, like, it's really tall. So they did grow on me. I think they look really like sleek, and I kind of like how they look similar but different. So the first one is Mistborn. I think, I don't know, something about it. I don't know if it's the like font or what it is. I just like, they grow on me. That's all I'm gonna say. And then book 2 is the Well of Ascension. And book 3 is the Hero of Ages, and I really like this one. I think like the yellows and all that stuff looks really cool. I don't like how all of Brandon's work isn't cohesive in the sense that like the Stormlight Archives, like it looks like it doesn't match, but it looks like it'd be like a totally different author is the only thing, right? I like when authors kind of have like a similar-ish vibe for all their books, but I get like, it's okay, I'm being picky. And that's about the continuation of the Mistborn series, which is Wax and Wane. So I got these 4 books as well. And then I didn't buy any like his standalone books, because I think the standalone ones I am going to order from the UK, because at least then they're all standalones, they have all like the same coherent vibe. Whereas here, like they don't match at all. They look kind of crazy, to be honest. And it's even like hard to even get like Warbreaker copies here, to be honest. So I have to buy some of those from the UK, but then Stormlight Archives I will just buy from here though, I think. So in this series, the first one is called The Alloy of Law. Same kind of orangey vibes from the Hero of Ages. Book 2 is Shadows of Self, and this one I think looks really cool. Book 3 is The Bands of Mourning, and I really like this one too, to be honest. I'm just saying I like all these. This one looks really cool. And then last one is The Lost Metal, and that's that one. I do like how for all these though, then I can pick tabs that are similar, but like slightly different for each cover, like kind of what kind of like shades or whatever colors they have going on. I like how they will like differentiate a little bit. I was back in there afterwards, and the only other series I have, one book's in here. I'm gonna put this one so we can open them together. This is actually funny. I was considering not buying the rest of these, but I decided to give this series like a second go. I was so excited this year to start my Robin Hobb journey. I was really, really excited about it, and I did. I read The Assassin's Apprentice, the first book in like the Farseer trilogy, and it put me into a month-long reading. So like a month I did not read another book because it was very slow. But I keep saying the problem with it was, I think what I did is I screwed myself, where I read Magnolia Park right before it. And that was like a very like fast-paced, like not trashy, it's so bad, but like fast-paced, like trauma dumping romance, you know? This was not what this is. And I went in, and I think it was like the wrong time for me to read it. And the problem was I was reading it, and I remember I read the first like 3 chapters 5 times, because for one, it's like I wasn't understanding the language. Language was like really hard to grasp. And then second of all, I just kept zoning out because I didn't care. And I made the mistake of like forcing myself to finish it, and it was like pulling teeth. It took 2 weeks to finish it, and it was like, I remember I read it and I was like, I did not enjoy that, to be honest. But I'm going to give it a second chance, because I think truthfully it was like circumstance as well. And I feel like if I go in now rereading it knowing what it is, like it's going to be very slow and it's character driven. I think that could really help. And I've just heard like this series gets so much better as you go along, the Realm of the Elderlings. Like I want to give it a fair shot and stick it out to at least the end of the Farseer trilogy before I say for sure it's not for me. So I did buy the next 2, which is Royal Assassin and Assassin's Quest. This is Royal Assassin. And I've heard that this is like a 5-star read for a lot of people. It's like one of their favorite books of all time is this one here. So I'm having high hopes that this series can like turn itself around and redeem itself, you know? All right, friends. 1, 2, 6, 9, 13, 17, 22 books. I'm not gonna pick those up because I'm not even gonna try. I was such a spoiled girl this year. I'm so happy. I'm so excited to dive into all of these. If you guys notice, I'm very proud of myself. Almost all of them, except for 2. I guess one's gonna be a series anyway, so all of them except for 1 are series. And a goal for me this year was to not really buy many standalones and just purchase more series I knew I really loved. And oh, sorry, there's 2 other standalones. There's 3 standalones, but it's okay. I'm just so excited to dive into these. I definitely think I'm gonna be making for sure at least like a sort of like maybe overarching like Cosmere reading series, but like a reading vlog of me reading these. I think would be really fun. I don't know if there's any other vlogs you see with like any of these, please let me know. Like, I'm so excited for all these. And I'm stressed because I'm like, my TBR cart was looking like this, guys. This is how many books I had in my physical TBR left. These were rereads. So I literally had like 6 books with physical TBR left. And I was like, here is 22 more. So, but we're almost there. And I'm so excited about all these. And honestly, like, besides my more Brandon Sanderson books, it sounds crazy, but then like I think I have almost all the books I originally wanted when I started this account. And like when I was like first going to Book Talk and like making my list of like all the books I wanted to own, I think I have all of them now. Like almost, besides like the rest of Brandon Sanderson's work and Robin Hobb's if I enjoy hers. But like, that's crazy. I have like an amazing book collection. I'm so grateful for this community, and I'm not gonna get cheesy again, but I am just so grateful. I think this is just so much fun and it brings me so much joy. So thank you guys always for watching. Like always, I am on TikTok, Angel's Book Corner too. If you guys could like, comment, subscribe, it helps the channel out so much. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.